creeps! Andy here, and today I'm going to talk about some upcoming horror films that I'm pretty stoked about for 2020. We're just going to have a good old time. So the first movie that I'm excited about that comes out this year is... First movie that I want to talk about is Antlers. This movie comes out April 17th. The previews just show a young boy who's going around and kind of collecting roadkill. Is it roadkill if they're not in the road? Dead animals. And he's coming back and feeding it to this humanoid type of monster that lives in its house. You hear it kind of like growl and snarl, but the very few flashes that you get, it does kind of resemble a human. The police get involved. Let me backtrack. Okay, so he's feeding this monster that lives with him these dead animals that he's finding, and he is downstairs one day like cutting apart this dead rodent, and he hears glass breaking upstairs, and he goes upstairs to find that the monster, I don't exactly know what to call it, but I'm just going to call it a monster for now. The monster escapes, and so cat here. And so the cops get involved. Oh, well, I should probably mention that he murders someone. So the cops get involved and they're trying to figure out, you know, who murdered this individual. And the boy's also trying to like go out and find whomever it is. At the end, you hear one word in the entire trailer, and it's the little boy saying, "Daddy." So you kind of get the sense that it's his father. And then at the very end, the monster, you see it a little bit like kind of transforming. And at the very last clip is like a monster with antlers. So I don't really know. I don't know too much. I don't know what it's about, but it looks creepy. It's also produced by Guillermo del Toro. Also, it's based on a short story called The Quiet Boy by Nick Antosca. I haven't read this or heard of it, but now I feel like I'm gonna try to find that to read it. But then will it give the movie away? Maybe I'll read it after the movie. The director is Scott Cooper. He directed Hostiles, Black Mass, Out of the Furnace, Crazy Heart. So he's, I haven't seen any of these, but they're mostly like crime dramas. There's a Western in there, but no horror. So I'm interested to see what will come of this, especially since it is produced by Guillermo del Toro. That does make me think that it's gonna be, if nothing else, creepy, right? Because he's pretty good at making these like incredible, unsettling monsters. Okay, so Antlers is rated R. I figured as much. That is the first film that I'm excited about. Again, comes out April 17th. Okay, so the next movie that I'm really excited about, and by the way, these aren't in any particular order. So let's talk about this one, because this one's actually out now and I just haven't seen it. It's called The Turning. This one is PG-13, and it came out January 24th. It's not January 24th yet. This one is coming out on January 24th. I thought that it was already out, but I guess it's not. This is directed by Floria, I'm just gonna put her name here because I'm probably gonna pronounce it wrong and I don't want to. So she directs a lot of music video related things. So I'm kind of interested to see how that is gonna translate to film. Jack's House of a Thousand Corpses comes to mind. One day I was sitting down with my friend and we were debating whether The Devil's Rejects or House of a Thousand Corpses is better. We all know The Devil's Rejects is, but he prefers House of a Thousand Corpses. So we were going back and forth and I was telling him why I like The Devil's Rejects better, that I just feel more grounded. I know what era we're in with the clothing and the style, and you know, wherever we are, it's presented in more of a linear order and makes sense. And he was saying that House of a Thousand Corpses reminds him of a music video. And sorry, my cat's causing mayhem per usual, summoning demons in the living room. That made me interpret it differently and actually like it more. So that's kind of what was brought to mind when I thought of an individual that does mainly direct music videos and how that would translate and what she would take from music videos into making a horror film. Maybe it'll be different and unique and cool. So this one is about two young kids. An older woman is seeking a nanny for them. I'm not really sure who she is, if she's related to them or if she's just like an estate owner. I have no idea. So this nanny comes to stay with these kids. The kids are like a little odd, a little off. She starts having nightmares, and you know, the kids are creepy as hell, which they usually are in scary movies. The trailer doesn't give too much information. It's just kind of like her getting to know the kids and trying to figure out what happened to like the parents that had passed away, and then she starts having nightmares, and that's pretty much where it leaves off. But I'm always down for creepy kids in films, so I think that's a plus. And you know, it's a unique story. It's not just another remake, so I'm definitely going to give it a chance and see how it is. It is PG-13, so do I think it's going to be like the scariest movie in the world? No. But maybe it'll be unique, and especially that aspect of the background of music videos, maybe that will add something unique to it that we haven't seen before. And again, this one is coming out January 24th, which is not yet because today is only the 20th. Okay. The next one that I'm excited about, obviously, is Halloween Kills. So this one is expected to be out October 16th. This date obviously can change, but for right now, that's the date that they're expecting the movie to be released. No trailer yet for it, no real information other than, you know, we have Laurie Strode and she's trying to kill Michael Myers per usual. So I'm excited about this because I really did like the remake of Halloween. I mean, the geniusness of the original Halloween is the fact that it's all just like shadow and light. There's no blood, there's no gore really, it's just kind of like what lurks in the shadows. So you have to do the work kind of for it to creep you out, right? You make up in your head what's worse than what can be shown, right? You get what I'm saying? And although I love that film so much, I did like what they did with Michael Myers, where they kept his same personality traits, and he's still like, you know, this dark, creepy, lurking figure, but he's 10 times more brutal. Just a killing machine, you know? So instead of just like, oh, I'm gonna stab this guy because like he's in the way of me getting to Laurie Strode, he's like, I'm gonna rip all your teeth out because I feel like it, you know? So it's like, geez, Mike, calm down. Obviously a different take on the film, and I could see why people wouldn't like it because it is much different than the original in that aspect where, you know, this one, it seems like he's got more of like a conscious effort to destroy people. But I enjoyed that. It was really, really brutal and a different way that we hadn't seen Michael Myers, unless we talk about like the Rob Zombie Halloween films, but because he was brutal in those two. But I'm talking about like the original Halloween franchise. I enjoyed it, and I'm excited for Halloween Kills. It's directed and written by the same people that did the first Halloween remake and also the third, which is Halloween Ends, I think, which will be out in 2021, I believe, or maybe I just made that up and they haven't given a release date. The only difference is there is an additional writer on this one that wasn't on the last one or the next one, and it is Scott. I can't read my own writing. I'm just gonna put the name up here. But again, written and directed by David Gordon Green, and Danny McBride actually wrote it as well, which I did not know. Man, my writing sucks. This is just a quick little side note. In high school, everybody said that my writing looked like hieroglyphics. And I got that multiple times from people who didn't even know each other throughout high school, college, just randomly. I used to be like, oh wow, my writing looks neat. No, it's just because it's unreadable. So we have another film in 2020. This one has no information, no idea when it's going to be released. It's called I'm Thinking of Ending Things. But what we do know about it is that it just says that it's in post-production and expected to be out this year. So this one is starring Toni Collette, and you know, I've come to the realization that most things with Toni Collette are going to be awesome because she's just a really great actor. This is directed by Charlie Kaufman, and he wrote films like Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, Being John Malkovich, so he's written a lot of popular films. This, again, it looks unique. The synopsis, it just says, an expected detour causes a woman who is trying to figure out how to break up with her boyfriend to rethink her life. Yeah, there's not a trailer out for it yet or anything, but it's an original idea. It's not just a remake. I'm here for it. I'm here for anything with Toni Collette, so I'm excited for that as well. Okay, so the other ones haven't been in order necessarily. They've just been movies that I'm excited about, but this movie I am most excited about. So this is called The Lodge. It comes out February 77? I think I meant February 17th. It is rated R. It is written and directed by, I'm gonna throw the name up because I'm just gonna butcher it. They are Austrian filmmakers, I'm pretty sure, and they directed the movie Goodnight Mommy, which I have not seen, so I don't know. Okay, so this one looks so good. This is a woman who is going up to the mountains with her boyfriend and his 2 kids. For whatever reason, he has to leave, and it's kind of like her opportunity to get to know the children. It seems like their mother had recently passed away or something. They're pretty bitter and like a little bit weird towards her anyways. And so she's trying to like essentially bond with the kids of her new boyfriend. So they go up to the cabin, the father leaves, and the children end up searching online and finding that she is the only surviving member of a cult. So everybody else drank the Kool-Aid and died, and she is the only one that survived. The trailer gets a little weird from there, and you don't really know what's going on. Is it a paranormal story? Is it a story about a woman facing her demons? Is it a story about a woman murdering children or trying to get them to join the cult? You really don't know. Or are the children fucking with her because they see that she was in a cult and they don't like her? We have no idea. So I'm really excited for it. The cinematography looks very beautiful. The music, at least as far as the trailer goes, was really creepy and odd. I'm really excited for this film. It looks super original. It's giving me like Hereditary type thoughts, like where, not that it's anything like Hereditary, but that it's gonna be kind of like a game changer for horror this year. I love the idea of just having new people on the scene. There's a lot of new directors out there that are trying new things out, and I'm really here for it. I'm super excited. So I think that 2020 is gonna be a great year for horror. Anyways, that is it. Thank you for watching, and let me know down below which ones you're excited about. And get ready, get excited, because this is gonna be a good year for horror. I have a strange inkling. But that is it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys soon. You're so cute and so fluffy. Why don't you love me? Why don't— ow! Hater. Goodbye.